Well, the United Kingdom is very concerned about the escalation of tensions in the Ukraine, particularly in the Crimea, and particularly about the decision of the Russian Parliament this afternoon to authorize military action in Ukraine without the consent of the Ukrainian authorities. This is potentially a grave threat to the independence, the sovereignty, and the territorial integrity of Ukraine. I have spoken to Foreign Minister Lavrov this morning to express our concern about this and to remind Russia that under the 1994 Budapest Memorandum, Russia, as well as the United Kingdom and the United States, expresses its support for the independence and the territorial integrity of Ukraine and not to take armed action against Ukraine. Of course, I've made clear that we condemn any act of aggression against Ukraine. And in view of this afternoon's decision in Moscow, we have also this afternoon summoned the Russian ambassador to the Foreign Office in London. We're in close touch with our other allies and partners around the world. We have called for an emergency meeting of the United Nations Security Council. I'm about to speak to Secretary Kerry and other foreign ministers about the diplomatic action that we can take. We support holding an emergency meeting of European foreign ministers as soon as that can be assembled. And I also spoke to acting President Turchynov of Ukraine last night. He said that his country would try not to rise to any provocation. I said that was a wise course of action to take. I also encouraged him and his ministers to make sure they do everything possible to lead a united country, to make sure that the rights of minorities, including the Russian minority in Ukraine, are properly upheld and recognized. And I will travel to Kiev tomorrow and visit the new authorities in the Ukraine to repeat that message, also to repeat that urgent economic reform is necessary in order for the international community to provide financial assistance for Ukraine. That is something we have to discuss urgently. And also to offer the assistance of the UK and indeed the rest of the European Union in recovering any Ukrainian assets held in our countries that have been improperly acquired. So we are heavily engaged in all these ways in trying to calm this situation, to assist peace and order and democracy in Ukraine. And I hope that in the coming days we will see a calming of these tensions. But we will be using every possible diplomatic channel to make clear our concern and to seek clarification from Russia of its intentions and to ask for a de-escalation by all concerned.